Do it.
All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're back. Okay, so as you make your way out of the temple into the market square, there's a huge commotion going on. Where you arrive there, and there is this humongous woman, just bloated and fat on this giant palanquin. And she's got this weird rat, like giant rat ferret-looking creature that she's petting on her lap. And there's the same woman that you saw at the start of the evening. And she's being sort of pushed around by these ruffians that are in front of her. And she says, "What did you think? Did you think you could get away with shorting your taxes this year?" And she cries back, I'm sorry, Zaga. I tried to sell my goods as quickly as I could. That's not good enough." And this little boy runs out of the crowd.
Oh, it's me young feller, me lad.
And starts to punch like the side of the leg of this guy here. And they look at him and they begin to laugh.
Ooh.
The creature on her lap, it looks up at Zagarfer expectantly, and she says, "Oh yes, honey, go right ahead." And it begins to vibrate.
Lads, we're never visiting this island again.
Okay. Tug?
Man, holy crap. Alright, I think from kind of the discreet portion or discreet placement here back in the crowd, I think Tug's got to help the kid, but very discreetly. I think he's just going to wing a knife at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going for it.
Nice.
Oh, actually, I gotta make a con roll on that poison again, real quick before I start. Oh, all right. That puts my strength temporarily down to a 0.
Oh man. Yeah, you're looking disturbingly sickly.
Oh man. All right, let me get that dex roll and a knife throw. 14. Yes. I don't have that set. All right. Let me get the effort up on that as the blade flies out of nowhere and sticks the guy for 4.
Okay.
And with the throwing gauntlet on a 13 plus, I get to wing another knife.
Right.
So I'm going to follow it right up with a second blade.
Tug with the violence.
And I'm gonna put my coin or my last coin on that.
Nice.
13. So that's gonna be another. It's gonna be another damage.
So that's a modified quiver scabbard.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a crazy good idea.
So,
Yeah.
bam, you see.
Total 11.
Yeah, the knife. Where does it hit?
I think the first one probably sticks in his leg, just past the side of the kid, and the second one I think drops into his guts, probably catches him in the kidney and lets him bleed out pretty good and heavy.
Great, now they're gonna think the kid stabbed him.
Nice. Yeah, you hear Zerga in the background shout, "What is this? Rebellion?" And the crowd looks like they're getting really like worked up around you guys.
It's those thugs from the dock! I yell out from the midst of the crowd.
Right.
Those big local boys!
Yeah, it ran over there.
Yeah, and also, despite the fact that last roll is a 13, it was modified by the roll, or by the hero coin, so I am not going to take another shot off of that. That would feel cheap.
All right, cool. And you actually hear some mumbling from people within the crowd. Thugs, I heard they were heroes.
Yeah!
It was those big local boys. The foreigners are in jail.
All right, Orville?
Yeah, them boys are heroes! Take down the monarchy!
Oh my god! Give me a charisma roll.
I can do that.
Build them up, guys. I got a closer for it.
Oh, 19.
Oh,
Oh yeah, man.
well done.
All right, give me your basic effort.
A basic effort. I can do that.
Yeah,
4.
4. Okay. Wow. All right. So yeah, the crowd they start kind of surging forward a little bit, and they're like, "Yeah, damn the queen and her bloody wars."
Are there any rocks on the ground I can pick up?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. I'm gonna start chucking a few.
Awesome. Yeah. So you start like throwing rocks at the thugs that are there with the tax collector.
Yeah, not necessarily to hurt, just to kind of get the idea going with the crowd.
Nice.
Say it or write it.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to get riotous. And Zyropher, she starts to scream. Get the... Ah! What's going on? Fire the trebuchet!
Oh shit, there's a trebuchet.
Alright, 2 rounds.
Oh.
Okay, Barrett.
Yes, it's time for a new king in this town. And I step forward and I place the crown on my head. Down with this queen who takes down her people. Up with the good people that'll bring this town to the prosperity that it began. I proclaim myself king of this city.
Whoa.
Aye.
Hey!
Alright, give me your charisma roll.
That's a pretty good roll, actually.
Oh,
Alright, yeah, that's pretty good.
well done.
You hear some like confused mumbling, and the woman looks at you and she says, "But you're not even a woman. How can you rule?" But you're starting to work them over. So give me another basic effort.
All right, so how do I add the coins to that?
You're gonna add the coins as you want. You roll a your D4 and then add your coins.
How about 11 points of effort?
Nice. Yeah, so the crowd, they start getting even more uproarious and shouting, "Yeah, maybe it's time for the men to have a turn at ruling over things. These women have cocked it up long enough."
Down with the monarchy, up with the patriarchitude.
Okay, Tapu.
Tapu stands up and he's taking this moment of oration. He's going to try and push it over the edge. He knows this thing. This is public announcement, everything. No cliff is so tall that it cannot be climbed. No sea so wide it cannot be crossed. If we let our dreams fall prey to our fear, our vision will be lost. Have no fear, crowd. Eric is not a man. Let me tell you, he is more woman than I've ever known. And I throw a spear at the trebuchet guy.
Oh, okay.
Let us join in the uprising. I have. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a spear, but a sling stone. Am I in range from there? Probably. It's only 6 feet. Yeah, that's got to be range, right, Jason? From there.
You're a trained warrior. I think you can hit from there. Remember, my maps are always a little bit more on the edge of theater of the mind than what I take seriously.
Yeah. So in saying that, and part of the whole like inciting the riot, I'm saying these good words to support Barrett as our new matriarch, and I spin I spin my stone and sling it towards this goober on the trebuchet. That's not my best roll, but let's do it. Come on.
Oh yeah, total miss. Okay,
Ooh, but you get a coin.
but you get a coin.
I did.
All right. So on my turn, the creature on her lap just disappears. And right there next to you, Barrett, you watch as the young boy's belly swells out dramatically.
Well, that's disconcerting.
And he begins to sort of shake violently, falling to the ground. This goes to 1. Okay, Joe.
Man. All right, so I'm going to stuff the Queen's Kiss. I'm going to stuff this elvish pastry into my mouth.
Okay.
Which gives my next action a crit success.
All right.
And that's for my con roll.
All right.
For the poison.
Okay.
Oh.
Crit success.
You lucky bastard. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're able to shake off the disease.
Because I was really, I fail one more time and I'm at that -1.
I know.
Oh, no way.
I know. And I had this nice monster token to, put in your place.
Oh, Foster.
Like I said, you lucky bastard.
Oh, man. Sorry, Scotty. No Foster token.
So close. All right.
Haunted dice roll, that's what the Queen's Kiss was.
Yeah, that is. That was fate, sir.
Awesome.
Oh.
All right. And then, after chewing on this thing, I'm going to, again, knife just seemingly comes out of nowhere. And I'm actually, if I can, I'm going to throw it up here, aiming to cut the strings on the on this ballista.
Okay. Let's see if you can do it. I don't know. They're not really strings. They're more like big ropes. So,
Yeah, well, that's the intent anyway.
you know what? We're gonna go nothing or broke, Joe. I want a hard roll.
Yeah. Is this torsion or tension? We need to know that first.
Oh, just missed it.
Oh.
I got a hero coin. I'm
Okay.
putting a coin on it.
Oh.
So that's a 20. Made the hard roll.
There you go. Yeah. So your knife flies forward, slicing the string.
Yes.
And this guy is panicking up here. So he's like, Sakura, they cut the rope. What do we do?
That was a badass throw.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to take another throw after that. I'm keeping myself in the crowd as much as possible.
You
Nice.
should strut your stuff a little bit, bro. That's pretty badass. You'd be like,
All right, Orville.
All right. I'm going to move my way out of the crowd, right up to this guy, yank my blunderbuss, and cut him in half point blank.
Holy shit. Okay.
Just shove the barrel right to his gut or back or whatever. So. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's a miss.
Misfire.
Right, you forgot to powder the tray.
I forgot to prime the pan. God damn it. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do, huh?
Okay. All right. So, Barrett.
I will walk past this young lady here, and I'll kind of look at her and say, "When I'm king, you can be my queen." And I'll come up to the current queen, whatever her name is,
Tax collector.
and I
Doesn't matter.
will use the laying pin of doom on her.
Okay. She cowers before you as you go to attack.
What happens to me?
She cowers before you. I mean, she's like this humongous fat woman on this
Good.
like gurney. Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's so fat, I just can't find where the weak spot is, and so I'm just smacking her.
Okay. Yeah, actually, so as you hit her, there's this like big red ruby on her chest, and like you hit for sure, but like there's like a shimmer of energy that sort of ripples across her as you hit.
There's damage. You're doing damage.
That's all I got.
Circle the hut. I like it. Okay.
What's the crowd doing? Is it
There's 4 effort on them. They only need 6 more effort to riot.
6 more effort to riot?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try and push it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna have to say, the stars are the eyes of the heaven, the wind is the breath of the god, and the sea hears everything. But we are just men. Rise, rise, rise.
King
Can I do anything else besides that? Yeah. So that's a charm roll, I hope.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty good. Effort roll. I do have a little bit of a bonus. I haven't rolled that yet, so give me 1 second. I always got to bring up those dice on the old. I do have a +2. It was a 6, right? So if I max, I could do it on this roll.
Yes.
I got to max this.
Hear it.
Come on.
Oh, that's the opposite of max.
Opposite of max. I'm in that, man. I'm in it.
You got a coin?
I have a coin. I forgot about the coin. That's a dice 6, isn't it?
Oh,
Your coin coming.
You got the coin.
at ya. Okay. I think it's coming at you, and it did come at you. All right, that's 4, baby. 4 total.
That's the day for me.
Now, I'm trying to get the crowd going. It's kind of my thing, man. I'm a one-trick pony.
It's a good trick, though. It's a really good trick.
Actually, it's pretty badass against other mortals, man. Like, that warrior thing, doubling up your weapon effort, is pretty cool.
nice. Okay, so 4 more then.
Yep, 4 total.
Yep. All right.
2
cool.
away.
2 away. And it's in this moment then that the crowd kind of reels back in horror as this creature erupts out of the boy's like mid abdomen, basically shredding.
Oh, like Alien.
Like Alien, yeah. And the boy is there, dead on the ground.
Oh, not the young feather lad.
What the hell?
Oh, man.
And this thing, it charges at you, Orville.
Oh.
He seems to know what he wants.
With tooth and claw.
God, yeah, so that poor little boy, that was the same boy. Oh, man.
Yeah. Same boy.
Damn.
Okay? It misses, and it sort of juts back, and it begins to vibrate violently again, just like it was before, staring at you intently. 1.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Oh, man.
it's about to get bigger, I think.
Oh, I think your gut's about to get bigger.
I think it's about time to pay our taxes.
I'm winging a knife at that nasty little thing.
Okay? That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, shit!
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes!
So that is going to be
Come on.
14 on the first shot.
Oh!
Man, you took him out like a Naruto runner at Area
Joe,
51.
what does that sound like? I mean, what does that look like, man?
Flavor that.
I think he wings this blade out. It's specially designed throwing knife. There's no hilt or anything on it, and it zips so fast. It actually plinks into the chest in the back there, and the thing's just sitting there quivering and vibrating, and suddenly just gore begins to ooze out of this this slit through its neck. Both sides of it just kind of go, and the vibrating stops, and the thing just keels over, tongue hanging out of its neck hole.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. And Zygofer, she cries out, "No, my baby!"
And not throwing anymore. I'm just stepping out of the crowd, and he's gonna like fan like a knife up into his hand and just kind of wiggle it a bit.
Show off, do a little drummer move.
Okay, well, actually, you get to go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or unless you don't.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna throw anything. He's just stepping
Okay.
forward and just flipping the blade around through his fingers. I think that one he wants to be like, yeah, that was me.
All right, Barrett.
Well punctuated.
Or, oh no, not Barrett. Sorry, it's Orville's time. Yeah, Orville. So your comrade just saved your life.
Well, nothing for it than to recock the gun and try again.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, let's do a show, an overwhelming show of force majeure, or whatever they call it. I don't know. That'll do.
You
There
nailed
you
it,
go.
sir.
That's a major.
16, little 16 there.
Bam.
Now, how do hero coins work? Can I add that to damage?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna use a hero coin. That's another D6, right?
Right.
All right. So right now it's 4 done to him.
Okay.
So that's 7.
7.
Let's do another hero coin. Why not?
There you go. If you got him, spend him.
11.
11. Yeah. You got him. What does it look like?
Seeing as the gun was still down by his gut, after I blew it through, the upper part of his body, after the shock wears off his face, and one eye rolls back, falls to the ground, and the legs remain standing for another split second before they too lose all cohesion and collapse.
Oh man, just like blown in half. That's awesome. Jesus.
During the whole ordeal, the expression on my face remains passive.
Another tax collector down.
Oh man, Barrett.
Hefting the barrel to my shoulder, I regard the bloated sack of human flesh on the throne.
Okay, Barrett.
Well, the first thing I do is I wipe some of the gore off my jacket that's now been on it from all this blood spurting out from my left and my right. But then I noticed that this bloated sack of whatever she is has this lovely ruby that seems to be valuable, and never one to pass up something worth a penny or two or a coin or two. I attempt to grab the ruby from her.
Excellent.
Yes.
And I'll do my coin on that one.
Yes.
15.
Yeah. So you reach forward and just rip the gem right off of her chest. She goes, "Ah!" And she's like, I don't know how to describe it. Right? She's just so huge. I don't even know if she can walk on her own. She's just sort of like wiggling backwards in terror of you.
And as I look at this ruby and I look back at the merchant lady that I've started to woo as my next queen, I says, I'll make a necklace of this for you as a gift when we become king and queen of this village.
All right, that's awesome. Oh. All right, Tapu. Crowd is about to break.
Nail this coffin, man. We're gonna riot this baby up. I'm gonna hop up on the ledge here, throw up my arms, broad as an orator and a chieftain can, and just be as loud. No canoes, defiant on a stormy day. Dip your paddle in. Let us all paddle together. overthrow the tax collector. That's going to be another charm roll, I guess.
Yep, and make it easy this time.
It's an easy one. That'll
Yep.
do it with an easy. All right. Here's my effort on that. I just need 2.
Nice.
Wow, you maxed it.
Can you?
There you go. Yeah, the crowd surges forward. They rush past you, Barrett. They seize Zagra and they begin to tear her limb from limb.
I step back and I put my arm around my future queen and say, "I'll protect you from this foul events that are happening before our eyes. Please let us away from here."
Yeah. That's it. You guys did it.
Good old smoothie.
That's it. That's the end of our story.
I'd like to take one last action.
Absolutely. What's the final frame? We actually do this in every game. This is the final frame of the comic book. Everybody gets to take one last action.
I move to the chest of coins and start filling my pockets.
Nice.
I think, for Tug's final frame, that knife that he's been flipping through his fingers, I think he wings over and sticks it in one of these fruits. Comes over, picks it up, and goes, "Oh, I haven't seen an apple in months." And takes a big old bite, looking back, and kind of throws a wink, over to Barrett as he sees him with a lady on his arm.
There you go.
Well, my queen, I think my last action I just sort of turned to my queen. What? We don't even know each other's names. I am Barrett, king of wherever we are. And,
What's the name of this island again?
and what shall I call you, my queen?
And she puts out her hand to you and she says, "I am Margaret Ann."
Queen Margaret Ann. Oh, sounds just rolls off the tongue. Let us enjoy the apples that Tug has found for us.
Yeah, and she like swoons into your shoulder and starts to cry and says, "It's so terrible of the death."
That's so awesome.
All right, Taboo, you get to send us off for the evening. What's the final moment?
Tapu struts over to Tug by the fruit cart over here. As chaos ensues behind him, there's a full riot. Things are being looted. People are yelling. Dead bodies are being thrown around and whatnot. But as calm as can be, he looks over to Tug and says, "When the frigate flies to sea, the rough sea will grow calm, eh?" I grab an apple and I chuck it up. Take a bite. I say the ocean is not a barrier, but a bridge to anywhere. What do you say? We head out on our next adventure, and I wink. A deep, dark Islander wink. And that's my closing moment.
Outstanding,
Only
guys.
fit to give you scurvy.
That's why I'm having fruit.
Outstanding. Awesome.
That's
Well,
right.
thank
Get your
you.
vitamin C, boys.
Thank you
Woo!
so much for playing tonight.
And thank you for letting me join in.
Yeah, this is an interesting adventure. Honestly, the module itself, is kind of huge. I cut it like down to like a quarter of the total module to sort of make it one-shotty. So
Cool. Yeah.
I really hope everybody enjoyed themselves tonight.
Absolutely.
Good time.
Oh,
Super awesome. Very
It was
fun.
really
I
good
love it.
fun. Thank you, Gareth and Scotty.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Thank you all.
Cool
And thank you
story.
for not getting us too confused.
Arr.
Hey, you did really good there, Ben.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
You're gonna have to come back and play a few other games.
Absolutely, I will.
So
Like we say, Dare to dance and leave shame at home.
We don't have any shame.
There's no shame in that.
No shame.
Awesome.
It's just the way I part my hair.
Yep. And this goes on too. Like this is just the first of many modules. Because you're right. Like you basically have doomed the village.
Yeah,
So what happens next?
it's a full campaign that they put together through
Yeah.
Quest Giver. There's the whole North Road. Like, I mean, and this is just the first one.
Yeah.
The first stop, so to speak.
First stop of many.
Yeah. I have a curious question about the tile maps that he has in here. It's an interesting approach. It's almost like he's taking, like you would do a dungeon tile, a photo or a Photoshop or some other thing, and then placing them together. Something I've thought about doing before.
Yeah. So
It looks
full
really
disclosure.
cool, man. Or do you know?
So that actually was inspired by the module itself, because in the module, they do a mix of this beautiful line art that Gareth does, and then they also take Photoshop. They take shots of DM Scotty's crafts. To
Yeah,
use,
it looks
kind
like
of.
table terrain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That
So
was Jason.
Yeah.
So when I set up this adventure, I went and got out my DM Scotty crafted table set, and I assembled it to make the maps.
Oh, genius.
Yeah.
I see. Very cool.
The obviously the little vinyl art token pieces, those are from 2 Minute Tabletop and another company, which I'll have to write down in the credits because I don't remember the name of. But
The vinyl is okay.
yeah, those are not his stuffs. But
But
yeah,
the gridded dungeon tiles and the tavern tiles, the wooden tavern tiles, obviously photos, and then you had that. dock
yeah. So
scene.
like this is literally on my dining room table. I just laid out like a blue towel, and then
I love it, dude.
these are my
It's
wall
really cool.
pieces.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
normally stand up straight, like as they've got like little backs on them that stand up straight. This is my wooden
Dude,
bridge.
It's a really interesting feel. I haven't seen this in any maps before, but it's kind of almost like a clay motion look to it, if you will. I mean, don't take that as critique or anything. It's just how it looks. But I think you're onto something with this, dude. This is badass.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice little cool feel. But yeah, this was inspired by that by the work from the book.
Well, I'd say it's very inspiring.
Right? Gives a chance to use the crafted tabletop terrain on the virtual table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Great way to do it.
Well, and it's also was driven by I'm a big fan of the Dungeon Craft channel, like Professor Dungeon Master, and that's kind of one of the things he pushes is this whole concept of just a blobby dungeon, you know. So like this scene here, I just stick everybody in the middle, you know, and then put the art around it, and it works. I mean, it's functionally good. It works.
Yeah. Great.
So I still can't believe I didn't get to turn Joe into a ghoul.
You haven't given him
This close.
Oh, trust me, he figures ways out of anything. Without even knowing he's doing it.
So we're gonna try and push this story forward, or are we just gonna rock it one shot?
To be honest, I kind of think this. I don't know. I've got so many irons in the fire, but you know, if somebody else wants to pick it up and run it,
Yeah,
that'd be
totally.
awesome. Or you know, another thing I thought about doing, you know, is maybe we can talk to Scotty. Maybe we can get him to run, you know,
There you go.
some of these for us. That'd be fun.
That would be amazing.
So he's such an amazing DM.
And
I'm sure
he's-
Garth is too. I don't know Garth as well. So. but that would be really fun to have one of them come on and we could record it and they'd run it. That'd be really neat. But,
Totally down for that, for sure.
all right. Well, I'm gonna hit the buttons here. And
Thanks again, Gareth and Scotty.
yeah, thanks again,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you, Gareth.
This is
Yeah,
amazing.
guys, thank you very much, man.
Amazing
That was
fun
awesome.
night.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, crewmates.
quest takers.
Yes.
Yeah, and-
Quest givers, and we're the quest takers.
Right?
Love it.